We're Colt and Falen. We are we're happy to have you here and joining us on the show. So thanks for listening.
Some say we're humble.
Who said that?
And
Can I tell you a fun fact I learned?
sure.
Do you know anything about the Leaning Tower of Pisa?
I know that a lot of people do this photo.
Yeah,
with
where
it.
they're like holding it. Also cool. Also
Yeah.
unique. It's hollow inside.
Why are they lying to us all the time?
Who?
Everyone.
What do you mean?
When you look at it and it looks like a building, like people live in it.
Right. But wait, you're not questioning me?
No.
You just believe what I tell you?
No, I'm saying that.
So I told you it's hollow inside and you just immediately take my word for it?
You're a credible person. You don't lie. That's one of your things.
That's not true. That's not
There's
true.
only room for one liar in this relationship.
This is why my friend Tina is a little bit, I think, onto something more than you. When I told her this, she goes, "How do you know that?" I said, "I found it on an Instagram page." I thought maybe you would ask me the same factual, like, prove it. How do you know this? But no, you just immediately believe what I tell you, which is why I know that you are the person who believes conspiracy theories. Because why would you just trust me telling you the Leaning Tower of Pisa is hollow inside without asking a single question for me to prove it?
Because you're, one, bad and bougie. Secondly, trustworthy.
Makes nothing. No, well, you would argue my
Dude,
dear
you're a
friend
credible
Tina
source.
would trust me.
And you travel. You've seen it. You've been there.
No pictures with it. No, I haven't.
But you've been there.
To Italy?
You've
Sure.
seen it.
The country's large.
You've been in the
No.
motherland.
I haven't been in the Pisa.
You've been in the boot, and
No.
that's close enough.
I have been in the boot. I've been in the boot. I've been in the tip. Been in the middle.
So that's what I'm saying. What are we doing here?
Okay, so you believe me that it's hollow?
It makes sense. Why else? If it was
Why does it make sense?
because if it was dense, it would tip over. Like
Okay.
if there was stuff in it and it's like leaning this way, if it had any like weight to it, it would just eventually lean. It'd be the
Is it physics?
It'd be the laying power of pizza. That's what it would be.
The laying power. Do you call it pizza?
I don't know.
Did you say pizza?
It would be the laying tower of pizza.
Okay. Can I tell you how this conversation went with a much more logical person?
Are you telling me it's like an Easter bunny? You're super excited about it, those chocolate Easter bunnies.
Hollow
and then you bite
inside.
into it and it's like, oh, what the?
Yeah.
I thought it was a solid block of chocolate.
I don't need that. I'll break my tooth. A person with a little bit of skepticism. Tina, this is how the conversation went. We're eating sushi.
Got it.
I say, "Oh my God, I just learned the Leaning Tower of Pisa is hollow inside." Now remember, Colt went, "Oh, really? That's crazy. They're lying to us." Tina went, "How do you know this?" And I go, "What do you mean? How do you know this?" I said, "Oh, it was like on this Instagram account I follow." And she goes, "Did you Google search at all?" And I was like, "No. Why would I?" And she goes, "Why wouldn't you fact check this?" And you're just telling people like it's a true story. Oh God, it's hit this. Like you're like it's a true story. And I was like, "Well, yeah, I trust this Instagram account." And she goes, "Fallon, let me see the Instagram account." I hand her the phone. She zooms in on the Leaning Tower of Pisa photo. She's like, "Why are there people up there?" I go, "I don't know. Maybe they're stairs." She goes,
makes sense.
She then Googles it. It is true, by the way. But the point is,
Wait, so it is hollow.
it is.
This is why you should always believe in conspiracy theories.
No.
It leads to the truth.
No, it does. That is not.
That's what we learned here today. You took a leap of faith on somebody saying a wild thing that nobody believes, and it turns out the craziest things that are said are true.
Conspiracy theories are very, very rarely able to be proved. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, very easy to prove. This is like not a theory. It is factually hollow inside.
Okay, what about the theory of frogs?
What about the theory of frogs?
You don't even know. Oh, dude, you don't even know about frogs?
Don't.
You don't know about frogs?
Don't go
You're
down.
telling me a little tadpole with a round little thing with a tail on it actually ends up being a frog?
So are you going to then go caterpillars
Well, we got to
turning
talk
into
about
butterflies?
That's
I knew it.
New thing. You're telling me they just go in a cocoon and they grow wings?
Yeah, you
Doesn't
can
make any
actually
sense.
watch it happen in your home.
All right, I'm just saying. Some of these things we just take for. It's like what we're taught. Don't look at me. Is what we're supposed to believe.
Right.
Forever.
No, I think that there have been many things where they learned more information and they were like, we weren't completely correct here.
Have you ever seen a cocoon?
Yes.
Oh, dang it, they got you.
No.
They got you. You're an
They-
informant.
A lot of schools now do that. Like my daughter's old daycare.
They're indoctrinating young.
You and my mom could be best friends with your conspiracy theories.
Obviously, I know butterflies are probably real.
Probably.
And it makes sense. Actually, the frog thing doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
It just doesn't.
Why?
Because they're swimming all around and they're in the water. Why don't they live in the water after their frog style?
What?
The tadpoles, they start out in the water.
Yeah.
And then they graduate, somehow grow legs, crazy.
Yeah.
And then they leave the water for land.
But some go back in the water.
It's too
I think the ones that are born in the water can go in the water.
Are you telling me
there are land frogs
You're telling me
that are never in the water.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Hold on.
A toad belongs out of the water. Frogs are amphibian. So they have the ability to go back into the water. And this is why we talk and have conversations. This is why we have conversations.
But the fact is, you spent 7 minutes trying to get there. And I don't know what's wrong with you.
I'm just saying, these are the conversations that need to be had
No, not with sane people, not with actual people.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot.
It was too much. Okay. Can I leave the topic of frogs? Are we good to let that
We're good.
sit?
We're good.
Can I tell you about the dream I had last night?
Ooh.
Yes. Okay. Tell me what you think as a dream expert.
Okay.
Please listen to the full dream. You can ask questions throughout. I don't know that I'll have answers because, dreams, you can't recount everything.
True.
I don't know what happened before this. I don't know what happened after this.
Okay.
All I remember is there's an evil spider. We're talking size of my hand spider. It's very large.
Disgusting.
It's in a glass case.
Okay.
Okay. So
how do you know it's evil? What does it do?
Thank you for asking. Because I know that my job is to kill it. So because it's evil. And so there are people around and I'm over here. I'm in charge of dropping the blade that's going to, in this glass case, chop the spider in half. So it's saying stuff, but I can't hear it over the crowd of people. And I'm like, and I'm getting very stressed out because there's a lot of pressure.
Do it.
Yeah, everyone, this is an evil spider. It's very well known. I hit the thing. I hit the blade. The spider moves. It hits only the side of the spider. Blood sprays all over me. The spider lives.
Dang.
Because I didn't kill it, it gets away. And the people tell me what the spider was saying. It was something along the lines of basically like, its only goal in life now is to kill me. And so I'm like, it got away, and I'm terrified.
I already know what this is all about.
Really?
I've already pieced this all together.
Okay, because I actually looked up what an evil spider in your dream means.
I know what this is. There's something in your life that you want to break apart from, but if you do it publicly, the whole world will know. People will be rooting for you.
Publicly, yeah.
The whole world.
The whole world of what? Just
all of your followers, all your friends, family, they'll all be behind you 100%. The evil spider, you're going to clip it, and its goal in life will make sure you don't get what you want. So let's just say it's a company. And you're trying to clip your wings from it. You're trying to clip away from it. And you nick it, and it hemorrhages. It loses cash. Mm-hmm. But then it survives. And now it's going to take you out. Lawyers, fees.
Okay. So you're not completely wrong.
That's my theory.
Unless
there's a guy in your life.
No.
You have Jake.
Well, I mean, I have Jake. I would need
you
nothing else.
You wouldn't want to cut Jake off.
Oh, my God.
Jake would, that'd be the other way around almost.
1,000%. I've told you this so many times that I have a theory. I've always questioned Jake. I mean, we're 6 years into marriage, and I still think he's planning to leave me. Like, he's slowly been embezzling my money out. Like, he has me sign these DocuSigns, and I'm like that dumb woman in a documentary later. It's like, I don't know. I trusted him to sign these things. Yeah. And I always say he's going to leave me and the kids and be in Mexico with cash. And he always says his famous line of, I would never leave the kids with you.
Just taking them.
Just hurtful.
It's almost more ruthless. Just takes out. Yeah.
When I Googled evil spider, it was, I don't have it directly in front of me, but it is along the lines of like feeling trapped by something larger and evil, and you're afraid to like break away from it.
You're afraid to take that step, take that leap.
I guess so.
That's everybody in life. Speaking of spiders.
Do not.
What's the deal with them?
Are you Jerry Seinfeld now? What's the deal with... Wait, I almost did a Christopher Walken and Jerry Seinfeld.
Are you a spider or are you a mammal? Because let's run
Depends
through
on
this.
if you're in America or you're in Australia.
Really?
No.
Oh. I thought you gave
Why
something.
do you believe everything I say?
I thought you were going to hit me with something.
No,
because no. Check
in
this
America or in Australia, they have dolphin-sized spiders.
That's true. And some people try to ride with them in the water, and that's just crazy. Why would you ever do that?
The dolphins?
Can we pop a spider up on the screen really quick?
What kind?
Because let's just do a
Like a tarantula?
Yeah, tarantula.
Because they seem scary. Okay.
You shouldn't look like you need to shave your legs if you're a spider.
That's very sexist.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
Women should be shaving their legs, though.
Mammals grow hair.
Okay. I don't think that's
Spiders
completely
have hair on
true.
their legs.
Hold on. Aren't dolphins mammals?
They are.
They don't grow hair.
Google it. I've seen a dolphin with a mustache. Could you imagine? Just a dolphin pops out with a chin strap.
That would be
Yo.
shifty ass dolphin. I'm like, what? Okay, a dolphin with a mustache is a mall kiosk worker, guaranteed. Like, let me straighten your hair. No, dolphin.
Yeah,
you're not straightening my hair.
Dolphin with a chin strap just hanging around Cancun, spring break, trying to pick up anybody.
That dolphin is 60 years old and still thinks it has a chance with young, hot 20-year-olds on the beach. And it's like, I got marijuana. And then they're like, so do we. We don't need you, old dolphin.
And then one with just a crisp, like clean, like a faded up beard. Definitely he's wearing buckle jeans. Somehow he's got one.
Wait, how do jeans work on a dolphin?
I don't know. He's got one his like tail in one leg.
Okay,
The other one's just flapping around.
Oh.
Like...
I hate it.
Yeah, he's got rhinestones.
So anyway, about this dolphin with a mustache?
I don't know what I was talking about, but...
Something about spiders being mammals.
Oh, they're mammals, yeah.
That you should...
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Spiders shouldn't have hair on their legs.
Yeah, I didn't really have anything for that. I just thought they were mammals. I don't know. It just makes sense.
That spiders are mammals?
This just goes back to being thorough with the investigation and having conversations. Because
I think you need to read a book.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. It's just so.
This is what happens because I fall. This is the issue. I fall asleep with my earbuds in.
Yeah.
And my YouTube is on autoplay. So I'll be listening to a conversation or a podcast, and then I'll wake up and it'll be like, dude, spiders. Are they into the same sex? And I'm like, I don't know. Are they?
So you're saying if I went and looked at your YouTube history of videos, it would be perverted about spiders?
It would just it just hops to like one thing to the next, so I'm sleeping.
But doesn't YouTube, isn't it like any other where it should know your algorithm, so it shouldn't be something too bizarre?
Well, sometimes the algorithm gets crazy. Like if you look up like best workout, then all of a sudden you're like, this is how 700-pound dudes from the Nordic whatever work out, and then it'll be like 700-pound sisters. Like it just jumps. It like jumps to different phases. So when I'm sleeping, it's like hypnosis.
Yeah.
And then I wake up thinking frogs aren't real.
Yeah, you got to stop falling asleep with that. I don't think it's good for you to have earbuds in your...
I don't think it is either. Definitely not.
I still do the corded ones. I don't do the wireless ones, even though I have wireless ones in my bag.
Yeah,
I don't.
I was doing that for a while, and then I got... it was a gift, and I was like, dang, I was saying it's like somebody gifting you cigarettes when you're trying not to smoke or something.
You
know
gotta
what I mean?
smoke 'em?
It's like, oh, dang it.
I had a friend accuse me of keeping the wire because they are you doing that because your audio sounds better on videos? And I was like, no, it's because I have weird ear holes, and I have
I've seen them.
So rude. But like, I do not know how people exercise or go on. Like, I go on walks, and they just fall. Colt is just staring at himself in the camera.
The microphone is just in front of me.
I have literally watched you stare at yourself in this video. But when I go for walks, they fall out the whole time. It's so I'm like constantly trying to push them back in my ears. Yeah. And for some reason, the corded ones actually stay in my ears.
I've seen people tape it, and that just is not a good look.
How?
Well, they just do
they not sweat? The tape would come off me.
What's like the adhesive tape like you would use on like a wound, and they just tape it to the ear, but it's not. Don't do it.
I'm not going to at all. my algorithm with like weird videos, I go down a lot of animal ones. So I like almost like a cleaning process. So I like watching barnacles being taken off of turtle shells.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I like or off of whales. And I love a hoof cleaning video of a horse or a
crisp,
cow.
so clean.
There's
Seriously,
a guy.
when it's like so sad, it's got to feel so good for the horse.
There's a guy, and it's like Nate the hoof guy. Big fan of his work.
Oh yeah, NHG.
Yeah, and he will remove a nail. Oh, and you just can imagine that cow's been walking around with his nail in its hoof.
Oh.
Remove the nail. You gotta scrape it down a lot.
It's got to feel so good.
Not at first. At first, it's probably like brutal, and they put this powder in it, and then they wrap it. But then it eventually, yes, does get better. In case you're wondering about a follow up about the hoofs.
Yeah, so nice. Some of those things are just so satisfying.
Yeah, someone suggested you and I watch a giraffe chiropractor video recently.
I saw that, and it makes sense because how do you crack a giraffe's neck?
I get very worried about animal chiropractors. Have you ever seen like a massive dog and they have a muzzle on it, and they do the chiropractor, and the dog looks at the chiropractor for a second like, I will end you, and you're like, I think he might actually end it.
I get scared in general of chiropractors. I actually was going to go to chiropractic school.
You were?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I don't know if I should talk about it because it's almost too. They made me sign an NDA.
Don't do it. Chiropractors are a controversial topic, and I'd actually rather just not get into that on our podcast.
Well, it's crazy that like one dude thought of it, and it was just like, this is his study from like here down. But I guess that's like medicine too. So, and it does make people feel better. A little cracky crack.
When I was pregnant,
good.
I had really bad hip problems, so I went in, and I'm not kidding. It was a game changer. I don't go regularly at all, but I was pregnant.
Like, how does that feel?
What do you mean?
With hip problems? Like, how does it feel when you have a hip problem?
My hip, it hurt so bad I couldn't sleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was bad.
How do you sleep? Oh, this brings me into...
You're always trying to get visuals of me in bed, and it's not happening.
This brings me into something I have planned for the radio show, but I can tell you what you want the most out of life based off of the position you sleep in.
I changed my positions.
Oh, that's not... I have an answer for that.
I sometimes will be on my back.
How do you start out?
Side.
Nice. Okay, so... I don't know. That's just a solid sleep position.
Why do you start out?
I sleep on my back,
nice.
basically. Yeah.
I think stomach sleeping is the worst for people.
Yeah, but this isn't like what it's doing to you. This is like what you would want out of life. So you say you're flipping and flopping. So you wake, or you fall asleep on your side, and then how do you wake up?
Not necessarily. Sometimes I fall asleep on my back. If I'm on my back, I wake up by Jake being like, "You're snoring, roll over."
So I'm
usually on my side when I wake up.
Okay, so you start on the back and you end up on the side.
I almost always wake myself up if I'm on my back from snoring also.
So this is what they say. They said you need a big change in your life if you shift. And one of those changes is getting an exotic animal. And I'm not even kidding. Like an exotic animal.
Who wrote this BuzzFeed article? Joe Exotic?
Dude, could you
Carol
imagine
Baskin?
A little llama just prancing around your little yard area?
No. We do not need to encourage people to bring more wild animals into their homes. Okay. Not at all.
Just saying. Whatevs.
Well, we've covered a variety of things today, Colt, with your unhinged thoughts.
Yeah, it's been fun. This has been great. Lovely. Yeah. Well, anything else you'd like to add?
No. Love you. Bye.
How do we end these? We should do something.